welcome back to the channel. I'm very excited to bring you a homeware haul today, mostly so that I can actually start putting stuff out there. Now that I have filmed this, I've been saving everything and we've got new shelves up and we've decorated the living room pretty much finished. We've got a couple little panels to finish off. But yeah, I'm really excited to actually decorate the living room. So we bought our house coming up for 2 years ago in a couple of months, and over that time I think my house decor style has changed so much, purely because I didn't know what I wanted. I thought I did have a not bright pink dressing room. Beautiful colour, don't get me wrong, the colour in my dressing room is stunning. However, I've realised my love for neutrals has outweighed my love for pink, which is not something I would say. And as you can see with the kind of, you can't really see it, but the kind of beige, it is beige on the wall, and the white paneling, like I just love the neutral colours. And everything you're going to see today is probably going in here, and if it's not going in here, like it's not going to fit on my shelves or my cabinets, then it's going to go in my dressing room once we redo it. I am a massive fan of the coastal seaside, coastal grandmother, coastal seaside, seasidey, coastal grandmother, blues, whites, greens, Nancy Myers, is that how you say her surname, or Myers, whatever it is. Love her. I'm gonna watch one of her films later, I think. But that kind of aesthetic is all over my Pinterest, all over my Instagram and TikToks. All I ever see is her outfits, not her outfits, but people putting together those outfits and home decor, and I will save and follow every single person that comes up on that little For You page. That's all I ever see, which I'm very happy about, don't get me wrong. And I think you can tell that I am hitting 30 next year, because this is what I want to do, and what I want to talk about is home decor, and I'm really happy with that. Anyway, I've got a lot to show you, so I'm going to get started. My favourite places you're going to see very shortly are TKMaxx or HomeSense and Primark. They, especially Primark actually at the minute, has really taken on my love of blues and whites. Blue and white is not a combo I ever thought I'd wear. I mean, I'm wearing navy at the minute, and it's like a sports quarter zip. Again, not something I thought I would wear, but again, my own aesthetic, my own style has changed so much hitting my late 20s, and I have become a little bit more relaxed, and dressing wise not actually relaxed, but I just want to be calm. I want to come home from work and bake a cake, and that's the kind of lifestyle that I want to live. So yeah, who's going to put that lifestyle into place other than myself? No one. So here we are. Okay, first place that I went on a whim actually today was Matalan. Myself, my mum and my sister popped to HomeSense, and in the little retail park they had a Matalan. Now there was one that I used to go to in Romford when I lived not far from there. It was never great home section wise, just wasn't great. I don't even, did they always have a home section, or is it not a new edition, but like, I don't think when I used to go in there, and it used to be a lot, me and my mum used to go in there all the time, then it was just rubbish, like it just really wasn't much. Clothing wise, Matalan isn't really my place to go, but again, on a whim, she went in there, my mum wanted to have a look, and I found some beautiful bits. Only a couple of things, 2 things, but I'm very excited. Firstly is a mug, not that I need a mug, because I actually bought, I'll show you this one. This one I bought from TKMaxx earlier. Absolutely, it's gonna focus without me. Here we go. Stunning. It's got blues, blue bows, and pink roses on it, and it is a hefty mug. Like, I have lots of smaller mugs, like my Le Creuset ones are quite, they're long, but they're not wide enough really. This is a nice mug, so I'm very happy with that one. Anyway, I think this was $5.99, and then I went into Matalan after, and I thought, oh god, now I've got to get 2 mugs. So this was £4.50, and look at the size of this one. I don't know if it's going to focus. That, I actually thought it was a soup like mug at the beginning, and it wasn't. It is a, well, it probably could be. It's just a mug, and honestly, I'm like set for the rest of the year, I think. I've been using my Christmas mugs because nothing else compares size wise, and now they can actually go finally be laid to rest upstairs in the loft in April because I have found my mugs, and I kind of wish I bought one. Should I go back and get 2? No, he'll kill me. On the shelves that we have literally just built, as in like 2 days ago, upon putting things out that I already have, realised that I want something quite substantial in the middle one. So what we're having is we're having 2 shelves, and then, so they're not massively far apart, they're probably that from the bottom of one to the top of the other. So the tallest thing I've got on there is a frame. Okay, so I can't have something massive, but I wanted something like big enough that wasn't like overtaking it. And also we've got the one at the top. The one at the top at the minute looks too tall, like it looks too close to the ceiling. It's not. There's quite a big gap between that and the ceiling. But because the 2 of them are so high up, it looks wrong. The reason they're high up is because we're going to have a 3rd shelf, not right at the bottom, but kind of like, for me, maybe just like under chest height, I want to say, with some cupboards, but we haven't built those yet. So, and I was adamant I had to have these blooming shelves up the other day. We've had the bracket, well, Jay actually made the brackets himself, out of wood and everything, bless him. We've had those brackets up for months, and I was like, these shelves are in the garage, I just want them on the wall. So we bought everything we've done pretty much, home decor wise, we've made ourselves. So like the shelves, we didn't buy them pre-made, we made them from wood and whatnot. So I say we, like I had anything to do other than pasting a little oil, what's it called? No, the wood paint, you know that one. To make it darker. I did that myself. I did it wrong the first time, hence why it took so long. I actually did it wrong in November, and it's now April, so here we are. Anyway, they're finally up, and I just want something not too big, because at the minute they're going to look like it's going to be too top heavy kind of thing. So but with that in mind, I bought something at TKMaxx earlier, or HomeSense even, because I wanted a dish. Like I just wanted something like that's not a candle, not a plant, not a vase. Like I just wanted something kind of ornamental for the middle shelf, the one that's currently at the bottom. It's not the bottom, it's high up there. But because at the top I'm thinking maybe having like a wide frame. Again, I couldn't find that today, but a wide dark frame, because that one's so high up, I don't want too much on that shelf. But the second one, just something. Anyway, I bought a dish that I'm going to keep and do something else with it. But I thought at the time that was really nice. That could actually potentially go on the top shelf. Anyway, sorry. Then I walked into Matalan and saw this. Now, if you'd have asked me a year ago, would I ever buy shells, I would have said to you, don't be silly. My best friend loves shells. Like her favourite Disney character is Ariel, as far as I'm aware. It's either Ariel or Jasmine now. And yes, we are in our, well, she's in her 30s, I'm almost 30. But her thing is shells. Every time I see shells, I think of her. I don't think of myself. And then you're gonna see, not many shells actually in this haul, but a couple of shells, one being this. And I picked it up and I thought, I looked at it even on the thing, and I thought, yeah. And I picked it up and saw that it was £15. And I thought then, yeah, I love that. So here we are. That is gonna look, this is the kind of size that I wanted. There was in TKMaxx a couple of weeks ago, they had a candle very similar to this. And at the time I was like, no, I'm not spending £15 on a candle. But it was really, really heavy as well. This isn't like, if that gives you any indication, this isn't really that heavy, if I'm honest. Like it's not, you know, flimsy, but it's not heavy. So that will go perfectly well in the middle. And I saw another shell in HomeSense earlier as well. It was more of like an open shell, kind of like a half clam shell potentially. This is clam shells in it. I don't know my shells. Like I said, I'm new to shells, so I don't know. It was like, you know, the one that's like round and then it has like the point, one of them big. That was like £12, I want to say, but it was blue. And don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying the blues, but I realised I had quite a lot of blue, so I didn't want something bright blue directly in the middle. I needed to break the colours up. So I'm thinking neutrals, lots of browns, whites, creams, with hints of blue thrown in. We'll continue with the stuff that isn't my main 2 shops just yet. And out of, this is just completely random by the way, out of B&M I picked up this little planter. This was a £5. I saw these last year, really wanted one, never bought one, and then saw them again this year, and for £5 I think that's really nice. We have been, again, royal we, he, more than me, have been really into our, I've just seen my red robin is pretty much dead in the garden. That's great. Anyway, really into gardening, and we are trying to revive the grass. Like, the grass is fine, but it's got lots of like wild little leaves and things in it that are growing. Don't understand. So we're pulling that back. We've got lots of peony bushes and things growing this year, which is good. And he grows beans every year, like runner beans. Green beans every year. Anyway, so I want to do something myself. So I bought myself a planter. Not quite sure what's going to go in here. I might get things like thyme and maybe a mint, the one that's like sort of pre-done. So I'll just stick them in here. I do actually think they're quite big, so maybe not those, depending on how big the plant is. But yeah, I'm thinking this. I was thinking on the kitchen windowsill, but actually the windowsill's not deep enough really for this. Like, it would fit, but I think it just won't look right. So we'll find a place for this, it's fine. From Home Bargains, I picked up a new table runner. This is kind of just very plain grey. It's striped, but it's not like, let me show you how. It's not like a stripy stripe, if that makes any sort of sense. It's like it's in the material that's striped. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I don't even know if this is going to fit. We've got a really long table that extends. So if it doesn't, I think this was about £3.50. So if it doesn't, we'll use it when the weather lightens up and we have some barbecues. Because we have a folding table that I try to make all pretty. So I'm sure that will work on there. Okay, it is time to do my favourite shops. And I'm going to show you Primark first, and then we're going to go on to TKMaxx Home Sense after. So like I said, my trying to get the Nancy Meyers aesthetic, that kind of coastal aesthetic is what I like. Okay, and I know everyone's going, oh, it's just a trend that's going to die off. I don't think it is. I think it's just a very classic, minimal way of styling your home, and that is what I enjoy. Like, I'm not a bright colour, orange. I don't think you'll find anything orange in my world, in my house. I don't wear it, don't like it. Like, those kind of, like, red is not for me, orange is not for me. Yellow, unless it's a very light buttery yellow, even though I'm looking around, there's literally nothing yellow in my house. So I'm not a colourful person really. So to have blue and green in my house is massive. So bear that in mind. Everything you're about to see. So the first thing I picked up a couple of weeks ago was this candle. This was £4.50 and it is sea salt and citrus, and I will try and show you the blue. Don't know if you can see it. I think it is picking it up on camera. It is ever so slightly, like, the blue is like a denim. I know it isn't denim, but it's made to look like a denim. Like, it's like, yeah, it's like a material. It's not, but it looks like it is. Okay, bear that in mind. Anyway, again, seashells on the top. Not something I thought I was going to be having, but it smells. I just pulled something off. It smells absolutely delightful. And for £4.50, I don't think that is too bad. So I'm potentially going to put that on the shelf, or not, or just shove it upstairs somewhere. So yeah, it's one of the nicest smells. They need to bring out a bigger one than this. Another candle is this. Now this is the hibiscus and musk, and the reason, let me put the lid back on it. The reason I picked this up, is because it was a massive candle for £6. Look how big that is. But also the print, like, I can't remember what it's called, like Toile de Dieu. I'm completely